What's up, guys? Welcome to NeXt Gaming, where we cover everything newsworthy that pertains to gaming. So, I wanted to kind of talk about a couple things. I have a few news stories and some charts to go over. Let's start with the news stories so we can knock these out pretty quick, because they're not huge. There's a couple bigger ones, but for the most part, not that much today. First off, if you guys played this game, it's called Lords of the Fallen. It's kind of like a Souls-esque game, and it's I forget when it came out, but it got a sequel announced today at Gamescom, and it's titled, get this, The Lords of the Fallen, and that's hilarious to me. That's just so lazy, That's kind of like how they did Shadow of Mordor, and then they did Shadow of War. It was like or Shadow of, I don't remember I think that's what it was though. But yeah, that's feels like a lazy title, but hopefully it compares pretty well. Yeah, the announcement trailer was pretty it was just a cinematic, but it looked like what the Lord of the Rings show should be like right now. That's what I feel like. It does look pretty interesting, so. But Souls games, awesome. Glad to see that there's always new competition in that genre. The next one is a new Hogwarts Legacy gameplay trailer was revealed at Gamescom 2022. It's coming out February. Yeah, isn't it coming out? Yeah, February 10th, 2023. So you can pre-order on August 25th. It's coming to PS5, PS4, the Xboxes, Switch, PC, the whole shindig. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but it does look crisp, and if they really achieve what they're going for, it could be a pretty stellar game to play. So a lot of good games coming out early next year, so that's always a plus, and that's one of them. And I'm not even a Harry Potter fan like that. I pretty much just like the last two, maybe last three, and this seems like it embodies those darker elements that I actually liked. So we'll see. And then, okay, so the next news story is actually relatively more interesting, at least to me. So it's all about this wish list it now. It's a Dune open world survival MMO. So the tag says, rise from survival to dominance in Dune Awakening, an open world survival MMO set on Arrakis. So the trailer looks dope. I'll give it that. I actually thought that this was a game like a RTS game. I don't think it is, unless I was seeing something different or old game. This looks much different. It was just a cinematic trailer, but an open world survival MMO sounds hella interesting. Only problem is I don't like Dune. It's sad to say, because I know a lot of people actually like it, which I was shocked. People loved that movie, and I literally fell asleep. I mean, granted, I was at home watching on HBO Max, so that didn't help. But yeah, the movie just did not do it for me. The characters, everything. So hopefully it don't embody any of those aspects, that or the original film, because I heard the original was even more kind of like ugh. So I don't know how I feel about it. Hopefully it turns out decent, so we'll see. And then also we got some Callisto Protocol we got some Callisto Protocol gameplay. We'll get it through. It was captured on next gen hardware. It looks amazing. I can't wait to play this game. It's only sad thing is that it has to directly compete with Dead Space Remake, and I just hope that they both share the wealth, because they both look like some incredible, versions of each other. It's basically a sequel to Dead Space. You have the original team working on this game, and then you have I'd imagine they have some original developers working on the remake of Dead Space. So it's just going to be like a fight night match. It's like watching Mike Tyson's coming back fight. Even though that was disappointing, it's still interesting to see who wins, and it would still be disappointing if like one or the other beat each other. That would just be so sad. Cause I'm like, I don't want either to die unless EA fucks up the remake, which could very well just happen. So, and then finally, oh my god, my voice cracked. Finally, this last news story is an interesting one because it isn't what I expected. So, Sony has introduced the DualSense Edge wireless controller, the ultimate, or the ultra customizable controller for the PS5. And honestly, it's, obviously you can customize it, pretty well. But I'm more interested to see what you customize it with, because it showed the trailer showed the analogs being able to be taken off. So maybe you could replace the analogs, but it also has like the back pedals, But other than that, it's literally a PS5 controller. Like I want to know. It looks like the handles are a little different. Like there's, I don't know, like it's chunkier, But I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up just to see. But yeah, it looks relatively exactly the same. So I'm curious how that goes. But that's pretty much all the news. I can refresh real quick, see if we got anything in the past like hour. But yeah, there's not much today. Okay, so we have at least a couple to go over real quick. So Lies of P, which is kind of like a Souls game, but it's like set in the world of Pinocchio, right? And it's supposed to be like a dark RPG Souls type of game. Looks pretty interesting. Come to find out, it's been confirmed as a day one Xbox Game Pass title. That's official. That is awesome. Cannot wait to play it on Game Pass. Game Pass has basically been turned into my demo station. There's a lot of games I play on Game Pass that sometimes I don't even buy. Sometimes I just play on Game Pass and delete real quick. And then sometimes I'll play it on Game Pass, think it's really awesome, and then go and buy it on my PS5, And that happens sometimes, and that's one of those occurrences right there. And the last one is that the Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 ESRB ratings has leaks, spurtling out gameplay modes, weapons, and more. Honestly, I don't know. None of these really seem like they pop out. The gameplay modes that are mentioned is like Battle Royale, Plunder style skirmishes, and a DMZ mode. And then just, regular weapons and stuff that are included. I don't really understand this article because who really cares? So doesn't really make much sense to make this article, but might as well just say it real quick. Last thing I wanted to touch on was the sales charts, which is going to go quick. So basically, globally, the Switch has the lead on everyone else with 283,000 units sold. The PS5 was at number 2 with 213, and the Xboxes was at 161. Region base, the Switch led every region. The PS5 was it sold 20,000 more than Xbox in Europe, and 3,000 more in America, and 43,000 compared to Xbox's 20,000 in Asia. So PS5 is winning in basically the grand scheme of things. I'm sure the Switch is going to lose steam probably by the next year. I imagine they're going to start slowing down a little bit, and Sony can catch up. But Microsoft is never going to win Asia or Europe. It's just going to be tough. 360 almost did it, almost. They still didn't do that well in Asia. I think the Series S and X are actually doing better in Asia than any Xbox console ever. So that's actually kind of making history there. But yeah, Sony's number 2, Xbox is number 3. I also don't like how they group the X and S together. that is really some false advertising when it comes to your chart sales, because if you have 161,000 units shipped and a majority of those are the Series S because it's the only one on the shelves, then you can't really say that you're winning the console war, because your console that's winning, or just under the PS5, is not a predominantly powerhouse real system. It's just kind of like a small upgrade from the Xbox One X, you know? It's like the Xbox One XX, you know, and that just doesn't count in my book as much, but whatever. Do what you got to do. I personally like the PS5 and then the PS4, two different sales charts, but that's just me. Compared to last week's sales report, Sony fell from number 1 in Europe, dropped a little in America and Asia, but only a couple thousand. And Microsoft, they didn't drop in Asia. They had a slight drip. They had a slight drop in Europe and a slight drip or increase in America. I had to say it. Other than that, yeah, it's looking pretty normal. I mean, PS5 was doing a little bit better than the Switch last week, but like I said, I think they're going to slow down by next year. Right now, the current totals is number 1, Switch is at 111.52 million. The PS5 is at 22.27 million, and the Xbox is at 16.40 million. So, like I said, the Xboxes, half of those are probably the S. You know, maybe even more than half, because that's the only one on the shelves. You know, I can go to Walmart right now and go get an S. So I don't know why they're pushing that so much. I mean, obviously because it's cheaper, it's going to have more of a chance to sell, but I don't know. I just wish they would push their X, but whatever. The MPD, also, we can go over that. I also don't understand how the Multiverse game got number 1, because it's free to play. Don't know how that is included on MPD, unless it's something to do with microtransactions, which would be hella insane if that's the case. But number 2 is Elden Ring. They dropped down from number 1. Number 3 was Lego Star Wars. That dropped down from number 2, so that's interesting. Xenoblade 3 is number 4. That's a brand new one that's actually doing pretty good for, I think, a Nintendo game. Call of Duty Vanguard got number 5, came up from the 11th spot, and I think that has to do with a lot of the players coming back because of zombies. You know, zombies actually being introduced, right and correct. So, because as soon as the game came out, I bet a lot of people waited, right? And then they talked to their friends that bought it, and they're like, "How's zombies, bro?" And it's like, "No, it's fucking trash, bro. It ain't even like it." And then boom, the sale sucked. Or at least in that regard. Now that maybe zombies is coming back, maybe people are coming back. I don't know, but that is odd, you know, to go up 6 points on the MPD out of nowhere near the end of its lifespan. You know, very strange, but whatever. Number 6 is MLB The Show. 22 came down from number 4 to number 6. So, I mean, that's honestly surprising it's stuck in that long, because that came out back in like April. I think it came out in April. Oh my god, my voice. And then number 7 is Mario Kart 8. That fell down from number 6. And then Digimon Survive, don't really know it, not really going to comment on it, but it got number 8, so kudos. Number 9 was Minecraft. That went up a spot from number 10. And F122 at number 10, coming up from number 12. So that's cool. Nothing crazy. I mean, honestly, this list shows me that there's not a lot going on in the gaming world. Like this, I mean, you have a racing game and Minecraft. And Digimon Survive, don't even know what that is. Mario Kart 8 is still in the top 7. That's insane, you know, considering. And then, I mean, Vanguard in the top 5. Like, there should be other games in these slots. Even Lego Star Wars. How is that at number 3, coming down from number 2? You know, So I think that really shows that we don't have much. Saints Row could have got way up if it was actually decent. So there's that. But anyway, guys, that's about it for today. Honestly, this has kind of been like a rush job. I kind of wanted to get all the news I could from the past couple days. That's why the last video was super long, and this one's relatively lot shorter. So you can expect something like this every day, mostly. And then a podcast, which I might start tonight. I'm not sure. It might be a late upload if that happens. If you guys watch this and you don't see a podcast yet, it's because I'm recording it. And so yeah. Anyway, guys, take it easy. It's been NeXt Gaming. Until next time, subscribe. Peace out.